I put it on there. You had to have a link. You know, I just saying just put it on there. 'Cause I ain't gonna have to listen. Even though I think social media is a good thing, it's just how we use it. Anybody else?
I have two questions. So one was, how did you, like, was it easy, like, reconnecting with your friends, like, getting back to where you guys were before? And then my other question was, you know, how you asked us, did we feel like, did we want our father to go to jail, or did you want him to be there raising you? How did your daughter feel about that, like, when you made that decision? I guess she
Hey, you know,
support you.
good question. Good question. Y'all asked a good question. Good question. Now, I got two daughters. I got one that's in London. That's the female junior. Her name is Dominique. And I got one named Kawan. I got a granddaughter. They was happy that I came out. I had some personal family problems with my daughter and my granddaughter. Like I said, I ain't know a lot of y'all. When I came out, I seen a video of my granddaughter, because she's the street king in fighting. She's the street king in fighting. I seen a video on YouTube, seen some of her. I seen a video of my daughter and her daughter, my granddaughter, beating up her mother and her sister on video. Nah, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all asked me questions, we need to. We all have some type of dysfunction in our family. So when anybody get up there act like this shit, don't think you know their face. But so I'm a strict dude. I mean, I am what I am, but I believe in, you know, a man should set the tempo for his household. I believe in a man should go far beyond to raise his daughters and kids, whatever. Especially, I mean, not saying boys ain't, but, you know, protecting the girl. And when I say protecting, I mean protecting from yourself. Not everything like him fighting, because she could fight. She could fight like Teddy the girl could jump. So we went through some things, you know, it wasn't pretty, because I ain't going for nothing. You're not going to disrespect me when I tell you whatever, you know what I mean, you're not going to disrespect me. But I understand, I still had to take that on the chin, because I left my daughter out. I didn't raise her. So I can't be mad that this stuff developed. That's the part about y'all remember is they talking about lessons learned the hard way. That's when you know you learned the lesson the hard way. And I learned that, and seeing that, and going to that argument with my daughter and granddaughter. Now my daughter, she's a top-notch professional. They live in a gated community. She makes plenty of money. And she's right in the middle of this guy. I want to give y'all a scenario so y'all understand the time. My granddaughter, like I say, she's the king of her little clique. This is a gated community now. We so-called suburban. We suburban, but I told her, I said, you need to come to D.C. And I bet them girls there give you some PDD or something. But in suburban America, I'm in the house and I'm listening. They all got their little speakerphones on. And my granddaughter orchestrating a fight between her friend, her two friends. Now one of her friends is pregnant. So she had to get another girl to fight her battle. So I'm listening to all this crazy stuff and I'm like, wait a minute. So, you know, so we get to arguing. Me and my granddaughter, I bet she thinks she's tough. Seriously, she thinks she's tough. And so I'm asking her friend, I said, man, what type of friend is this to have y'all going at it like this? Then I'm looking at my daughter. Man, if something happens, you liable for this. You got a top flight security clearance, and you allowing this garbage to go on. That's when the beef gets stopped. Cause I ain't going for nothing. Cause I'm trying to protect you from yourself. You know. So I went through that. And I'm just answering the question. You know, I'm still going through that. And like I said, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If you ask me something, I'm gonna give you the truth. You know what I mean? I'm still going through that with my daughter and my granddaughter. Now my other daughter, I got my son. My son is I got him into a drug program. And he went up to West Virginia and he's gonna have his job and come back. So, and my daughter, she's in London. She married a college sweetheart, and they got a nice life in London. You know what I mean? But I'm still wrestling with my daughter and my granddaughter. They still think they tough. Any more questions?
Were you married to your kids' mother?
Was I married? Boy, y'all asked some good questions. That's one of the biggest mistakes that I made as a man, having 3 kids by 3 different women. If I had a chance to do it all over again, you know, I would have about 1 woman. Because to have the family scattered like that, that's one of the, let me give you a dynamics of what you're saying. So you know how much y'all really feel this. If you have 20,000 men locked in prison, on average, all of us had 3 or more kids. On average. So 3 times 20, well, that's 60,000 families without a father. But it's higher than that. It's much higher than that. That's why, my man, my brothers, we got to be conscious how we having kids. And preferably, I'd rather have them with 1 woman. That's how special she is. Just being honest. It's nothing slick about having 3, 4 babies by different women. And that's the thing about we growing up as men, that's what we placed our ego and our esteem in. How many babies can we make? How many women can we have? And at the end of the day, all we're doing is destroying black families.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's all we're doing, destroying black families.
Yep. I wanna close on something.
This topic is dear to me. I want my young sisters, I want y'all to know y'all worth. Alright? I want y'all to know y'all, your genetic structure. Why y'all so strong? Why y'all so aggressive? We gonna go back to slavery. When we was brought over here, a lot of y'all used to jump off the boats, boys being raped. The boys that didn't, y'all was separated from your family. Y'all was made to have kids, slave masters. Y'all was constantly separated from your family. Not only that, the number one thing that you can't do to a woman is disrespect and kill her man in her presence. Y'all experienced all of that. Y'all experienced all of that. And what happened? Security the truth. And how you tell me? They couldn't break y'all. That's y'all's spirit. They They couldn't break y'all. Let's take a little step, let's go to the era of Reconstruction. Same thing, it took black wealth. We went through this 300-400 years ago. Y'all withstood that. Jim Crow. Same thing. Y'all withstood that. Y'all the real backbone of our people. The new Jim Crow, the crack law. Y'all withstood that. Look what came out of that. Look at all the strong black women, they couldn't break it. Y'all never was broken. That's y'all genetics. And brothers, y'all have to understand that and respect that. Yeah, very special. Very, very special.
I agree.
Very, very special. And I'm not just saying that to blow or make anybody feel uncomfortable, but the truth is what it is. That's why I have so much respect for y'all. On that note, more questions? Let's go.
I think my question, I'm trying to think like, do you try to alcohol because of like peer pressure, like, cause people push you with, like,
Yeah, I experience peer pressure. I mean, you know, that's part of me playing to a certain crew. It's peer pressure but on a different level. You know, we all experienced that, but I wish if I had a mentor, he would have told me, he or she would have told me, man, don't even worry about that dude, man. But at the end of the day, man, everybody can. And that's what it is. At the end of the day, we all was faking in the street. Seriously, catching getting all this time, man, my man, buddy. I remember we was at DC jail, we body punch each other. We was like, man, yeah, we're gonna get the death penalty first, we're gonna go to the hospital. And we talk about this stuff now, like, what the hell are we thinking about? Sir, what the hell were we thinking about being proud of trying to get the death penalty first? Any more questions?
I want you guys to ask a question.
I know.
Go ahead, what to say. Have you ever thought about getting back into the fight game, boxing?
Oh, they bring me back. Regulated, I have some friends that's still, you know, in the mix, and like, part of Young Minds Incorporated is that. Because we want to bring that back to DC. And boxing is, to me, it's a great equalizer. Even though you got another side to it, like, man, you know, man, you was getting beat up, man, you're gonna get that gun and it's snap and move, but y'all can't be concerned about that. You got to just put the roots down and just keep going. You know what I mean? That's the sport that, I'm 55, I still got all my hands, feet. I mean, I'm just keeping 100, you know what I mean? I'm in good shape. That's a hell of a sport. That's a hell of a sport, and that's just one of them, but part of Young Minds Incorporated, we trying to build different sports leagues and different wars. You know what I mean? I'm talking to Under Armour now, and I haven't really gotten no real traction with that. But I've talked to several people that's a part of that, but that's the vision, is to bring all that stuff back and bring it back big. Anybody else? Oh, man, what's up, man? What's up, doc?
Question. While you were boxing, while you were boxing, have you ever faced any famous boxers?
famous boxer?
So famous.
Come on, back then.
Most famous one out of box. Person, but out to Ray. I'm talking about the famous ones now too. You know, there's plenty of them, but outside of DC, I think the biggest moment, especially I beat Hello.
If I could, I don't know if you can comment, but what would you, what advice would you give somebody that like he was going in and out of prison, like for them to stay out and not go back?
What would okay. First I would, I would like to sit down and talk to him. Don't want to talk to him, he or she. And I would just lay it out for him. What they doing. I would lay out their family layout. That's the thing that I have to have the information. And then there's this, once I have the information on the person, then I can just put all the information in front of them and hopefully make the right decision. If I can put them in the headlock, I'll believe it. But that's the only way you can do it.
So what would you like advice the family to do? Because, well, personally, my brother is so we've been trying to like get him to stop going back. He got wife, did.
Please pardon this interruption. Mr. Porter, please contact the main office.
Yeah, turn that.
29. Where you at now?
In here. Oh, yeah, tomorrow.
Alright, this we gonna do. Give you my name, my number. You gonna call me. You can have an adult supervisor, I don't like. And I will go that extra mile to help. Hey, what's up? Oh, I get you back. Come on now.
Alright, so back then when the situation happened, do you feel like you could have did anything better
When I got shot, if that's what happened today, I'm calling the police.
You better.
And I sit there around all my dogs, they know I ain't no snitch, they know I ain't into that. But if something like that happened, it would kill me to my core. But I would call the police. Cause I can't stand another 35 years. I'm just keeping 100. I mean, if you catch them cases now, you ain't coming out no way, so I would call the police, plain and simple. I ain't even gonna play with that. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
How do you feel about Blue Lives Matter? Or do you think, oh,
You talking?
or do you feel like, oh, Blue Lives Matter?
I'll put it to you this way, what I feel about Blue Lives Matter, Blue Lives do matter. It's just a process that you have in every profession, whether they're lawyers, whether they're accountants. You have people that's twisted. I mean, but I don't want to go too deep. I can go deep into the history of law enforcement, how it started and all that stuff, but you got to keep it in front of you. What I mean by that is, that analogy I gave about what if you was raped by Bill Cosby or Ray Rice, hit by Ray Rice, and I mean, who's going to protect you? I mean, I'm just keeping it 100. But I know we all have the anger. We all have the anger. And you're supposed to keep that anger. But we're supposed to do it in a constructive manner. You can't take it out on him. That's my dog. You know what I mean? You got to put it in its proper perspective. And what I mean by that is that at the end of the day, they work for us. Everybody don't get that. They work for us, the people. And if the communities really understood that and had some unity in the community, we can eliminate that through our voting. I mean, it's a lot of ways to kill this in a legitimate fashion. But I know a lot of them, you know, perpetrate like, you know, they work for us at the end of the day. They law enforcement. They protect us. Serve and protect. Public service. Y'all remember that. They public service. Serve and protect. Uh-huh. You got one guy.
What do you think about as law enforcement? I run into, we do as police run into a lot of these young cats that just ain't saying anybody's built for prison, but just ain't made. When you talk to these people, you tell some of them, let them know that this is not what you know what I mean. This is not, you ain't built for this kind of lifestyle, man.
A lot of them want to go to
I mean,
prison.
I had an ex-partner that went to jail for a while, and he was one of the kind of guys that he's like, he can handle stuff, he can survive. Like a lot of these guys, I don't think can survive in that type of atmosphere, but for whatever reason, peer pressure or whatever, they put themselves in positions to be incarcerated, and they just ain't made for that lifestyle.
You know, it's a myth perpetrated through rap videos. Yeah. You know, the video come on, I'm standing by my man, they go do what they do, he go to jail, and then she riding to die in the video, like a 2-minute video, and at the video is over, he come on. That ain't how that go. That ain't how that go, y'all. Trust me on that one. That video was like 2 minutes long. But that jail thing is real. It's real. Y'all don't want it. Sure. It's no credibility no more. A lot of us used to think that we're gonna have good street credibility when we're in prison, and man, that stuff is wrong. Don't y'all go for that. Y'all credibility gonna come in. Y'all going to school and making some money, taking care of your family. That's the real credibility you want. Going to school, I say going to school, I'm talking about, you got a lot of careers open now. I want y'all to think about this, that they don't have people to fill. Those are careers y'all should be thinking about. So when you do get out of school, you're the one that's moving up and making money. But at the end of the day, the schooling is what's for me. That's sexy. I don't care how you put it on and the eye candy thing. What's sexy is when you can think. You got that education. Making that joint, making that money, that's sexy. Ain't no fun having sex when you go.
Keeping it too real.
That shit is so miserable. You having a baby, you broke, you got your girl, you taking care of you. Man, that stuff is whack. That stuff is whack. Seriously. That stuff is whack. That's right.
So, you know how you were saying, like, you gonna run the police now, and stuff like that, like, back then, were you, like, cool with police? Like, were you,
No. No, see, I want to be clear. I just want y'all, I want to be clear about you. I'd rather die a miserable death than be a snitch. You know? I'd rather die a miserable death and have my word be a snitch. Seriously. However, I'd rather die a miserable death if I don't protect my community. So, if that situation happens, I'm calling Blue. Blue, man. Yeah, man, I'm gonna raise my girl, man. You know what I mean? Get them retained. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep 100 with you. I'm not gonna get my gun, I'm not gonna blast and then days later, nah. I'm thinking now.
Were you remorseful for things that you did?
No doubt,
And,
no doubt.
if you could say anything to the family of what would you say?
Well, like the one I did, the license I got, what I didn't do, I stood up in court and I told the mom in court, now I did not give the son. You can come to DC jail and I will tell you everything that happened. Now, I gotta be real, man, about this, man. Now, the guy that I killed in mine, the Raven Springer 7-year-old girl, I have remorse for that, to the extent that, you know, but the one I came off the street for.
And just tell them you don't have it.
Yeah, remorse for the extra time.
I do have remorse. I'm not, but it's a different type of remorse. You know what I mean? It's not remorse like, the pain of kind of pricking at my heart. Not that type of remorse. But remorse of what I did to my family. How my family suffered. How his family suffered. You know what I'm saying? That type of remorse. I mean, that's why I want to make sure I care about it. You know what I mean? That type of remorse. Because my family, his family, don't deserve it. They're innocent. So when you take somebody else's life, that's the ultimate. I'm glad you asked that question. I like to make sure I get that point across. Taking somebody's life, that's very serious. That's why I laid that first example out. What they did to my girl. In that spirit, all y'all say I did the right thing. But at the end of the day, you're taking somebody's life. You're taking somebody's life. And that's why I want to go back on that balance piece. Because I started out like that, I ended up with life and 40. And the only reason I'm standing before y'all right now is because grace of God, and I changed my life in a big way. My queen.
Well, I got something to say before your queen hit you up.
We got
Hey, I got something to say before you up, yo.
Yeah.
I just want to say, man, I appreciate you coming. And I got a lot of respect for you because I know what you've been through. And one thing about it, man, I call you on Saturdays and you always in the community, man. You work. I'm like, man, you work 6 days a week, man. You're always in the community helping out, helping out the less fortunate. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming, taking out this time for me. And I'm still gonna referee that fight between you and Mike.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it's always on. It's always on to be amongst my youngsters. Y'all my youngsters. You know, let me keep it 100. Y'all young minds incorporated. I mean, anytime y'all need me to come back, ma'am, you gonna have my number, you call me, I'm gonna get in contact with your brother, I'm gonna call that crew, and I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna put him in the headlock. And I'm gonna let you hit him in the head with the hammer.